Dear President of the Inter-Parliamentary Union, dear Secretary General of the Inter-Parliamentary Union, distinguished colleagues, excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. It's my honor to welcome you all at the inaugural meeting of the Parliamentary Network of the Non-Aligned Movement. We are launching a parliamentary dimension of cooperation among the member states of NAM, which has remained unexplored throughout its 60-year existence. The noble aim of the founding fathers of the non-aligned movement forming this forum 60 years ago was to promote the peaceful coexistence and sustainable development of all nations in full compliance with the Bandung Principles. Their far-reaching wisdom and determination resulted in the establishment of an international platform, the second largest grouping of states worldwide, aiming to unite like-minded members of the international community. Dear friends, nowadays humanity is going through extremely challenging times, growing political tensions and crises, accompanied by a lack of respect to international law, continuous rise in discrimination, racism, and xenophobia, the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic and its negative impact on socioeconomic conditions, climate change, and other challenges of universal concern necessitate the mobilization of global efforts in the spirit of multilateralism, international cooperation, and solidarity. As we celebrated the 16th anniversary of NAM, we are proud to observe its growing relevance and effectiveness, a united response to persistent and emerging threats and challenges to international peace, security, and sustainable development. In this regard, I wish to recall with honor and appreciation the successful global initiatives effected in response to the COVID-19 pandemic in the name of the non-aligned movement by its chairman, the President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, His Excellency, Mr. Ilham Aliyev, which have received broad international recognition and support. Organizing a summit-level meeting of the NAM contact group in response to the COVID-19 crisis, establishing a consolidated database on the basic humanitarian and medical needs of NAM member states in their fight against the pandemic, convening the special sessions of the United Nations General Assembly on COVID-19, and adopting United Nations Human Rights Council resolution on the equitable, affordable, timely, and universal access to the COVID-19 vaccines for all countries are only a few examples of the measures undertaken. It's a great pleasure to inform you that most recently, on the 17th November 2021, upon the initiative of NAM, the Third Committee of the United Nations General Assembly adopted a resolution on unfair distribution of COVID-19 vaccines with overwhelming majority of votes. Dear friends, the COVID-19 pandemic and its consequences have once again demonstrated that solidarity and cooperation among all states is crucial for a global response to the challenges. This implies the equal importance of maintaining the spirit of solidarity and cooperation between the executive and legislative authorities of our countries. Parliaments have played a significant role since the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic by authorizing legislative acts for eliminating the negative consequences of the pandemic on the population and ensuring that government's responses to the pandemic correspond to the needs of the people. I believe, therefore, at the present critical international juncture, we, the parliamentarians of NAM member states, should complement the efforts of our executive authorities at the international level in promoting and advancing the values and principles of NAM. At the Baku summit of the movement held on 25 and 26 October 2019, the heads of state and government decided to expand and deepen the interactions and cooperation with involvement of the parliamentarians of NAM member states. Understanding and acknowledging the significant role that parliamentarians can play in ensuring full and effective compliance with founding principles of the movement, the Azerbaijani chairmanship initiated the establishment of the parliamentary network of NAM. Ladies and gentlemen, the network that we are inaugurating today is expected to contribute to a wider awareness and promotion of the ideas and principles of the movement among and within the population of NAM member states and provide a framework for cooperation among their parliaments. Furthermore, it will create an opportunity for the exchange of parliamentary experience in the field of peace, security, human rights, and development, ensure parliamentary support to the implementation of commitments and obligations undertaken by the NAM member states pursuant to the declarative documents of major NAM events. This platform will provide a forum for the input of parliamentarians in addressing the issues of common concern. Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, it is undeniable that the establishment of the parliamentary network of the organization will be an additional asset to promote multilateralism. The network, serving the values and goals stated above, is expected to create and sustain ties with other international parliamentary institutions, including the Inter-Parliamentary Union. We have invited the President and Secretary General of the IPU to our inaugural meeting, and I would like to take this opportunity to thank them both for joining us today. IPU's support is essential to build upon the foundation that we are launching today. We are looking forward to an effective partnership and cooperation with the IPU for the purpose of advancing our common agenda. In order to ensure the efficiency of our network, it is essential to work out its procedural documents and working modalities. To this end, immediately after the inaugural meeting, the Milli Majlis of the Republic of Azerbaijan, in its capacity as an incumbent chair of the parliamentary network, will commence its work on preparing the initial drafts of the relevant documents to be communicated in due course to the network's member parliaments for their comments and proposals. We are planning to hold the next meeting of the parliamentary network of NAM in Baku next year, and parliamentary delegations of all NAM member states will be invited to take part in the meeting. Dear participants, I conclude my speech by wishing all success to our meeting. Thank you very much for your attention.